hopefully he won't look at the ditch. Just keep his head up, go forwards. We are off eventing. I don't know why I'm whispering, there's literally no one here. Yeah, we're going to Mendip Plains. It is 5:30, which is so crazy because it's so light. I'm just wandering down to see the damage that Casper has caused overnight. And then Bronwyn should arrive here. Toast has come for a sleepover tonight. And we will be on our way. We packed up pretty much everything last night. Morning, boys. Hello, Toasty. Hello, sweetheart. Happy boy? Oh, I love you. You're so cute. And then you're out. See what you look like, eh? I need to muck out before we go because it's something I will not want to do when we come back. Isn't it, my boy? God, you make such a mess. I'm so nice to him. I give him loads and loads of hay. Hang on, I can't turn my... Loads of hay. He has it on the floor because that's just the way he prefers. But doesn't he just kick it around everywhere? Honestly, and he loves dunking it. Right, I'm a little mark, but not too bad. I have powdered his bum, chalked even. So I was wondering whether that would... What have you done with your bed, Casper? Oh, well, at least you've covered a poo there. I went a little bit up there. Yeah, I put chalk on his bum and his hocks in the hope that if he lay down, I could just brush off whatever it was because it would be on top of the chalk. Don't know if that'll work, but I'm going to muck him out. Yes. Then brush off his chalk. If not, we'll use the Polar White because that's not bad at all. You want a kiss, Toasty? You had to lie down? I'm not convinced you have, Toast. Toast doesn't lie down in stables. He's a little bit of a weirdo. I don't think you've laid down, have you? No, silly pony. Anyway, I best get on with mucking out and cleaning up Casper, and then we'll hit the road. Have I said where we're going? I don't know. We're going to Mendip Plains for the BE100. Our first BE100 back. And it has a ditch palisade. So if you watch the last vlog, you'll know that that's interesting. Because it doesn't have a black flag alternative either. However, I like the photo. And I didn't like the photo of the one at Pontus Pool. It doesn't look particularly ditchy. They've put it in the ditch, not the other side of the ditch, if that makes sense. So I think the ditch doesn't look particularly wide, like maybe a foot or so. And then it's in the ditch. So I think the ditch in front of the ditch palisade is going to be like half a foot. Maybe less, or maybe a little bit more. Like it's not a big scary ditch. And he's jumped things like that before. It's not really meant to have your head out over the top. Yeah, he's jumped things like that before, so hopefully that'll be okay. Fingers crossed. Anyway, I'll take you guys along with us on the course walk. Bronwyn's on first. Annoyingly, she's going cross country as I do my dressage test. But my daddy's coming, so hopefully he'll be able to get footage of dressage. We've arrived. Ponies are happy. Toast has untied himself as he does every single time. We need to get some tape on there, don't we, Toast? We're going to walk cross country because apparently that's bloody miles away. Can't even see it. And then one went on for dressage. This one is a nice roll top. It is really small. I don't know if I'm brave or this is like down, not up to height, but it's a long run up from the start box to that. That's nice. I would expect that in a 90, I'm not gonna lie. It's two, just a little spooky with the banner at the back, and that is actually a bit more up to height, but a nice jump. Fence 3, a nice flower bed. Hopefully they don't stop and look at the flowers. 4 is quite diddy, and our first minute market is just after it. It's wide-ish. It's just over a metre, but that is 90. So yours is probably 80 and just over 90. 5 is our first combination. Two fairly big logs, but you should pop that nicely. And then a lovely curving line, I would say, for B. And then I quite like the 105, to be honest. It is a bit bigger. Gotta make sure not to jump that other log on the way out, but that's quite nice. Number 6, ride the undulation, not the jump, as Cam says. Nice pop. Oh, they've changed it. I'm sure on the cross country app I'm jumping the bit that you're jumping, but I've got a chair. Number 7, that's probably the biggest one so far, but it should be quite nice. But he can take off here and just jump that nicely. A little bit of a dip on landing, but fairly nice. Fence 8, up the step. Then we have a Christmas tree right in the way. As Cam was saying to us in our lesson on Wednesday, I don't think mine's particularly angled, so I'm going to take it straight. Yeah, or you can come round the tree and... Yeah. Yeah, mine's not particularly on a squonk, so I'm going to jump it there. That would be nice. Maybe curve a little bit round in there. I don't think it's worth going round that and then turning. Right, we've got fence 9, the ditch palisade. I think what we're going to aim for is just keeping Casper's head up and keep him going forward, and hopefully he won't look at the ditch. Just keep his head up, go forwards. Oh my god, it's full of water. I don't know if that would be nicer for him because he won't look all the way down into the ditch, but I don't think it's very big. I think he wants to take off there. I think he'll look at the water and he won't see it as a ditch. Fingers crossed. I think that's actually playing in our favour. But yeah, just kick and go. Just send it at this, basically, is my plan. Cam said, because it gives you a nice ground line, just go, just fly. He can take off, he can put a short one in, and he can just go. Fence 10, nice wall. Just got to remember to get in between our flags. Very skinny combination, but you just got to stay straight. I reckon on 2 strides? That's not a 1, surely. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Yeah, perfect 2 strides. It's number 12, 13, with some additional saddles. That's really weird. It's like crossed over it. It's quite nice though. Fence 14, a nice boat. Then down through the water, out through the flags and over a kind of corner slash table, which is very similar to the one at badminton. 15, which is the one, it's a slight corner, but also a table. 16 is a little bit skinny, so I want to make sure that coming from there, I'm giving him a lovely round to get straight for the nice table. And we're going perfectly straight off the step and kick on to the arrowhead, which is Very nice arrowhead. It's much smaller than the one at Pontypool. I think the Pontypool one was more like the 105. Yeah, it's quite a big job. Jeez. Yeah, nice and straight. A big mound here. Yeah. And then up to this. So ride the undulation. You do actually land on the level before dropping down the hill again. Fence 19. Last fence. And then very squonky finish flags. So if you're too quick, you go to that side. And if you're too slow, you go to this side. Cross country or walk. I think it's actually a really lovely course. Fingers crossed we can get over the ditch palisade. That's the only thing that I think will cause Casper to have a look at. Anything else will be my riding. But I think it's quite a nice course. It doesn't look too up to height. The 105 looks really lovely. Yeah, that ditch palisade, I've just got to want to get over it. And there's no black flag and it's on my record this time. So I should be more positive. Whereas I think at Pontypool, it was unaffiliated. So I was like, I didn't really want to jump it. It was unaffiliated. It wasn't going on my record. And I knew there was a black flag. Whereas this, if he stops the first time, he's not going to jump it the second or third time. And then I'll have an elimination on my record. And I don't want that. So yeah, that is hopefully going to make me ride more positively. The rest of the course I think is really lovely. I'm going to fish Casper's Platts in now and then watch Bronwyn's dressage. So I'm here with my dressage test. This is the BE100 107 test and we get a 7 for our centre line with the comment positive entry. Then we go down sort of 3/4 of this long side and do a half 10-metre circle returning back to the track at M, and we got a 6.5 with a comment connection. I think we rushed around that corner a little bit. Then we come to C and do a 15-metre circle where we got a 7 with the comment suppleness over back. And again, I was overriding because I thought we'd ridden this circle far too large, and then I panicked. And I don't know if you guys can see, but my stock has come out of my jacket and is hitting me in the face, which is really distracting me. Then for around the edge of the arena, we got a 7. For this half circle and back to the track, we got a 6.5 with the comment suppleness of connection. And another 15-metre circle here for a 6.5 with the comment more connection. Now here you'll see that I go wrong, and the judge doesn't actually realise for quite some time, but essentially I missed a movement and I went to canter here when actually I should have walked before M, and the judge has just beeped a horn. I've looked at her and I've got no idea why she's beeped it, to be honest. And it wasn't until she spoke to me that I was like, oh, I should have walked at M. So that was really frustrating. And then I didn't know whether it was before M or at M. So I went back round and picked up trot, went onto the right rein again, or the right rein. I tried to tuck in my stock, but that didn't last very long. And then I was like, oh, I'm just going to sort of jig-joggy walk here because I don't know where I'm meant to walk. So that meant we got the 7 because it's for this whole mark, but with the comment not on aids to walk, but good free walk. He was on my aids to walk. I just didn't know where the walk was. But please, we still got a 7 for that one. Then we pick medium walk back up at K and trot again at A, which we get a 7 for. And I think he's going quite nicely. I think my stock comes untucked again and it's hitting me in the face, and I'm trying very hard to not let the fact that I've gone wrong and my stock irritate me, but I think it definitely does. That was the best transition, and we got a 6.5 with the comment rather downhill, which is definitely something I'm working on. I know I need to pick him up, but I want him working over his back before I pick him up off the forehand. And then we changed the rein in with a trot just after X, which we get a 6.5 and common balance in transition. Then you trot all the way around the edge for a 7, which I think is really good. I think it means that our trot work is coming on, so now we just need to work on our canter work a bit more. We got a 6.5 for this circle with the common hocks more under. Again, that's something I just need to work on. What now he's working over his back, I need him to actually sit on his bottom a bit more. Then we canter around the edge for a 6.5 with the common more active connection, and a 6.5 for this change of rein with the common balance in transition. And then we turn back down the centre line, which I overshot slightly, which was a shame, for a 6.5 with the comment not quite straight. But overall, I think it was quite a nice test. Dressage all done. Very pleased with Casper, less pleased with myself. My stock, I didn't safety pin it in, which I've now done, and it was flapping and hitting me in the face, which was so annoying. It distracted me completely, and so I went wrong. When I did it, I didn't even have a clue. Normally, if I've gone wrong, I was meant to do that there. Didn't have a clue. I thought I'd done it perfectly. So that was a real shame. And then I was frustrated with myself. My stock was still flapping around, and so I don't think it was the best test we could have done. If it's under probably like a 37, I'll be pleased. Yeah, really annoyed about that because he's been going so nicely in dressage, and that was a real shame. But now we've got 50 minutes until Showjumping, so he's having a snack. It's got quite windy. Again, the aim for today is to get around. So Showjumping, just no stops. That is our only aim. Holes are fine, time is fine, but the way I want to ride, I don't want to get any time. So yeah, no stops is the aim. And then cross country again, no stops is the aim. Fingers crossed. Yeah. Leave you guys into Showjumping now. I thought I'd do a Showjumping voiceover, as I haven't done one in a while. So I was going in thinking it wasn't too massive looking from the ground, but the person before me had just been eliminated at this one that I've just walked Casper up to. So that was on my mind slightly, but all I wanted again from the day was to get round with no stops. So positive canter and no pulling. And he jumped number 1 beautifully. Then it was a nice curving line. He slightly clocked onto that one there, and I think he just rubbed that with his front tootsies, but he jumped it quite nicely. Then we come round and over number 3 and straight to number 4, which I think I did rush ever so slightly down that line. I should have sat him up a bit more, but he jumped out very nicely. Then we go over this double, which was quite a long one, so I did ride him quite heavily into that. Then I wish I'd been quicker to get the change of leg, because that then put us on a pretty dodgy stride for this one. But he was a very good boy and pinged, but I should have sat back and waited really. And again there I rode forwards after that error, but put us on a dodgy stride. Then here, this was quite a big oxer to an upright on a nice stride. He jumped that lovely. Then this is a very tight turn to quite a meaty oxer, so I made sure to get my turn nice, and just got a little deep, which meant I really had to ride in the double, but got an absolutely cracking double clear, and you'll hear my dressage score and my reaction after this.
They go to cross country on a score of 33.3.
33.3, and I went wrong.
Well done.
I am absolutely buzzed. What are you two doing? Are you getting sad when he goes out of sight? Yeah, buzzed. Oh, hang on, I was eating that. I can't believe it. I can't believe it after show jumping, and then an incredible clear inside the time, just nearly some 2 speedy penalties. I don't want to kiss you yet. Finish eating the grass. Yeah, nearly some speeding penalties, but just not. And we finished up 5th. Oh, go on then. I was going to eat that, but you've been a good boy. That's your 2nd apple. Oh, can we chew that? Yeah, absolutely buzz. I can't believe it. We are on a very lucky streak at the moment. I'm saying the hard work is paying off thanks to Cam. Big thanks to Cam, because yeah, without his advice this wouldn't have happened. So very pleased with that. Very pleased with you. We're going to go get our dressage sheets. Hopefully we'll be here long enough to get rosettes. And I think that 5th place has given us a regional champs qualification. So that's interesting. Our first attempt. So now I'll have to decide what height to do where. Whether I do a 90 first, then do 100. Don't know. Have to see. But very exciting. I don't actually know where we're eventing next. I think we're going to do dressage next weekend. Work on getting those scores better, but I was very pleased with them. And yeah, see you guys next time. Actually, I might film just in case I get my rosette. We did it! We finished 5th. I'm putting all my rosettes up here. I need to get some string hanging off this pole. And then I've also been very organised, and I've ordered one of these and put all my dressage sheets in. So dressage sheet straight in there, and rosette up on the wall. Typically I didn't finish the vlog. I was going to do an outro with Casper. Sorry, someone's just pulled in the drive. Oh no, they just passed in the drive. I'm sat in the trailer on the drive, because I came in to do my voiceover for my dressage, and my dressage sheets are kept in here. But I am very pleased. I wonder if I can pop you up. Yay, I'm very pleased with Casper. And my riding, to be honest. I think it's taken a lot to get us here, and I don't think I've really shown quite how much my confidence was affected last year and the year before, sort of the end of 2024 when the stop started. I did actually have quite a lot of vlogs, like 2 or 3 eventing vlogs at 100 filmed, but they went wrong, and at the time I was really down about it. We got eliminated at Solihull Riding Club Champs qualifier at the Chicana, and that was 100, and we'd just gone clear show jumping, and it was our first 100, I think it was our first 100. And yeah, to be eliminated at fence 4, which was the Chicana, was really gutting. So I actually finished the vlog, but then I went into this busy manic time and I just never got around to editing it. And then we went to Oxtalls. He went cross country clear but had a couple of poles. Also filmed that vlog. Don't know why I never posted that. And then we went to Dauncey. I think I filmed a vlog there as well, but I went there on my own. And so I didn't get a huge amount of footage. My dad came for bits of it, but he didn't see all of it. Oh no, he might have seen all of it. But yeah, and we had a stock cross country there, a big box on a mound, and I obviously didn't ride the undulation, so as Cam would say. And yeah, we had a stop there, came around, did it again, jumped it fine. But that sort of all accumulated and knocked my confidence. And then, was that my last event of the year? Oh my god, there's a massive spider. It's not even that big, it's tiny. Anyway, and then I moved down to Devon and had a lot going on and everything's so far away, so I didn't do a huge amount in 2025. And then you guys know, you'll have seen that the Chard vlog, we had to stop cross country then, and that all just really massively affected my mindset, my confidence, my riding. It was shocking. So that's when we started lessons with Cam, and he has just changed everything from the get-go, and it's made a huge difference. I've become more confident, and Casper is feeling back on top form. He was at an absolute nightmare in the cross-country warm-up, threatening to buck and bronc, and seeing a jump locking on and like launching into it, and it was horrendous, which is why in the bit of the course that you do have filmed, we're going very fast, because I've learned that when he's in that mode, if you adjust him going into a jump, he will throw his head around and you'll get on a horrible stride and you'll probably stop. So I've learned that for the first half of the course, and I wanted to go until the ditch palisade, I didn't want to touch him, I wanted to keep him going forwards, and I wanted that positivity so that we could get over the ditch palisade. We then got over it and I really slowed him up, like big time, but he was still very close to being out of the 15-second window, too fast. But it was such a nice ride. I also didn't feel like anything looked big. I don't know if that's because it's not an up to height venue, or whether it's my confidence at the moment. But yeah, feeling very good. We've got another lesson with Cam next week. We're going to Dressage on Sunday, so that'll be your next vlog, hopefully to work on the scores that we got at Dressage last week, 2 weeks ago. Same tests, different venue. So see how that goes. And then I don't know what to enter next, to be honest. I don't really want to have a huge break away from eventing because I don't want to lose this confidence. But I also think that Casper's done 3, I'm going to call it 4 double clears, because Pontypool was all me. And I shouldn't have even attempted it because I knew that I didn't want to jump it. The ditch palisade, that is. So yeah, he's done like 4 double clears in a row, and he's going really well, so I think he can have a bit of downtime, but I'm just hopeful that that doesn't ruin my head. So the next one will either be, I might go home to go to Off Church, because I know that's a really lovely 100. I could go to Hawick in Wales, which is the same weekend, at the beginning of July, or I wait until Portman, which is mid-July, so that would be a month and a half with no eventing. And I have been eventing nearly every other weekend since the start of the season. Yeah, probably. But I think that's the plan. This exit has been really long. It's already over 6 minutes, so I apologise for that. I think a lot of people disappear when the outro starts. But I hope you guys have enjoyed the vlogs. I hope you guys can see a massive difference in Casper and my riding, and I hope you're enjoying it. So I will see you on Sunday for Dressage, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. That really helps me out. We are so close to 1,000 subscribers, so yeah, if you could keep liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing, that'd be great.